Hey guys, it's Reality Check. How you doing today? Today I wanted to show you how I'm going to demonstrate you a back palm technique, otherwise known as a disappearing card. And I'm also going to touch on the differences between doing it with a new pack of cards and, as you can see, an older pack of cards. There is a big difference, and I'm just going to touch base on that and go over that with you. So alright guys, let's get right into it. Right here we just got an old pack of bicycle decks. They're all bended and twisted and missing lots of cards. Now here, I want to show you, I'll tell you the biggest difference between them actually. I'll open up the new ones as well. I'll touch base on this before we start real quick. So, as you can see, these are new cards. This is the advertisement and the jokers and all that. So, we'll take the Ace of Spades for example. If you notice, there's a huge difference in these cards. Obviously, this one's old, this one's new. But, one's bended, one's more malleable. You can see malleable means it's more easy to manipulate. You see, whereas this one's really, really stiff, so it's really hard. I don't know if you can see that, but I have to push a lot more over here just to bend this than I would have here. Here, it's like it's not even effort. It bends just by the lightest touch. This, I have to literally push it down. So that's the big difference, and that's going to be very important when you're doing the back palm, because it either makes it easier or harder to do it. So here, let's move on real quick. I'm going to show you what it looks like using new cards. Now, when you're using the new cards, okay? These are new cards right here. When you're using new cards, you really want to get a little good bend to them. You want to get them nice and bendy. They have to be malleable, or else you won't be able to do it. You can do it, it's just going to be really hard, because sometimes you'll do the back palm like that, and then sometimes it may do this and just slip out your hand just because it's not bended properly. Here, I'm going to show you what that looks like. This is an Ace of Spades, watch. See? Just like that. If you guys saw it, it just fell out my hand. That's what happens sometimes when you have really new cards. You have to break them in beforehand. So you can break them in easily by bending it both sides. This is what I usually do. Sometimes I just bend it a little bit like that. Or you can, if you want, you can just take the whole deck and bend the whole deck up. Do some of that action, you know what I mean? Try to bend the deck. So let's say, this is our card right here, right? So here, the idea is you're pretty much, when you do it, you're having it hidden on the back of your hand. That's pretty much the idea. That's why it's called the back palm technique. This technique allows you to actually hide the card behind your hand, away from the spectators, where they can't see it, so they think it disappeared, so to speak. So the way to do it is, let's say if you have your hand like this, okay? Some people start off like this and get more advanced to be able to just grab it like that and just go right into it. Just like some people start off like this, and sometimes they're more advanced, they're able to just go like this and just pop it out like that. But for the less advanced people that are just learning, I often did this when I was learning this. It did take me, I would say it took me about a good 3 weeks, to be honest with you, like good 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, to where I can do it perfectly on command and just make it come back and look pretty flawless, if you ask me. But let's get into the tutorial, guys. So pretty much you'd hold the card like this, okay? A quick little pro tip is that if you hold it like this, it looks like you're just holding the card normal. But as you're moving it, or even as you're just, any type of little motion can distract from any type of big motion can distract from the little motion. So while you're shaking it, they don't see that you're actually bending it and preparing it. Right here in the back. Now the grip is like a Spider-Man grip. This is what I call it, a Spider-Man grip. Okay? So or the rock sign. But yeah. So here's the grip. You would go like this. Have it just like this. See it? And then you would bend it. See how you bevel? See how there's such a big, like, really big bend right in the middle of it? What that allows you to do is, that allows you to, if you take these two fingers, your middle finger and your ring finger, and you push, it allows you to hide the card behind. Just like that. And you can make it come back, and you make it come back, and you can go just like this. So that's pretty much the point of it. And here, there's a lot of things that, this is the practice that I'll do right here, guys. When I was first starting off, I would always used to do this, best as I could, going back and forth, just like that. And that eventually, it builds up, a little bit of muscle memory. Obviously, the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. But it also, builds up the muscles in your fingers, because they may not be adapted to this type of thing. Because some people either have fingers that are too strong and they're doing this, or some people, they're too weak and they can't bend it enough for it to, like, look the right way. One more thing about this, right, is that when you're doing it, like a little pro tip to when you're going like that, You notice how you don't see anything. Even if you look up close, you still don't see anything. It's completely hidden. And the reason why is because I'm taking my fingers and I'm putting them tight together like this. The point of me putting my fingers tight together like this is so that there's no little windows where you can see where the card's at. Because as you can see here, there's actually little windows right here where you can actually just see the card. So you want to make it tight, but you want to be relaxed, okay? Because the thing is, guys, if I'm doing it, right, if I take it and I'm just like, oh, watch the card, boom, it disappeared. And then I'm like this, shaking or super, super hard or super, super stiff, they're going to be like, well, what's wrong with your hand? Like, what is it? Is it somehow on your hand? Or, it's going to be a lot more noticeable. You know, it's obvious. You want to make it be nice and natural, like nice and you can do. And the way, because sometimes it's not always about what you do, it's about how you do it. So there's a few different ways to make it look more realistic or make it look cooler, so to speak. So let's say if you were to take the card, right, and you do just go like that, disappear, right? And then actually I'll go forward and jerk back as if I was trying to pluck it from the sky, so to speak. But it's much harder when you do this, and it does look a bit cooler when you just go like that. See, watch. You just take the card, right? Boom, disappeared, just like that. Okay? So that's one way to make it look cooler. As I feel like the tricky part of when after you make it disappear and you're trying to do the pull out method, the tricky part is the retrieval. Is the after you make it disappear, it's the reappear is what's difficult. Because while you're pulling back, it's much harder. So you have muscles engaged in here and your arms in a jerking motion. It's a bit weird. But here's another way. This is more of the pro way. Let's say if you take the card and you make it disappear, right? You can actually just go like that. And sometimes it either pop out like that. Most of the time when I do it, pops out like this. You want it like this. This is the goal right here. Okay? So if you like this, and then you want it like that. You understand? Because when you do it like that, it's really crazy when you think about it. Because sometimes, yeah, people will think it's behind your hand, and they usually see it done like this. Some people, the people that know, will think that. But if it pops up, even if you show them it this way, they might even start to doubt a little bit what they know. Now, here's the technique. I don't know if you can see it through the camera, but look, make it disappear, and here's the technique. The technique is pretty much after you go like this, what you want to do is you want to let go of this pinky. You want to let go of this pinky, but while pushing your middle finger and your index finger. So it does that. With practice, you'll be able to do it much better to where it comes off like this. This takes a while, depending on who you are. I don't know how much you practice it, but it definitely takes a little while to get it down to look exactly like that. So far, I only have it to look like this, but that's not too bad if you ask me. You know, with practice, guys, you know, you will get it. It will look like this. You could just go like this, and it'll come back this way. You can make it disappear, or it comes off at the top, just like that. You can sometimes play with this. Sometimes I like to do things where I go like this, and I make it disappear, right? I wave, and I'll be like, boom, it's gone. And then I wave, and then it'll just come right back, as if magic happened. And sometimes I just do the thing similarly. I just go like this. I just go like... Thank you for watching. This concludes my tutorial on the back palm, aka the disappearing card. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little tutorial. I tried to make it as short as I could. I hope you guys took a lot out of this. And I hope you guys, go out there, watch my video, go out there and perform it and get crazy reactions with it. However small the technique may be, it still is a very powerful one. As they once said, it's an oldie but a goodie. So, definitely try to take the time out to learn it, guys. It's definitely worthwhile. And, yeah, guys. Alright, guys. Whenever you get the chance, make sure to smash that like button and make sure to subscribe. Thank you for all your support. This is Reality Check, signing out.